Aber ich,
What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
wenn zu unserer Ankunft eigentlich die Nexus schon fertig sein sollte, dann muss ja vorher schon einiges schief gegangen sein. Neberding, da wurde wohl schon vorher nicht richtig geplant. Überwachungsaufnahme. Bin ich mal gespannt. Schadensbegrenzung. Ah, okay, das sind hier noch irgendwelche Meuterei auf der Nexus. Der, das ist, glaube ich, unser Captain. Wie Sie wissen, gab es während Ihrer Abwesenheit eine Meuterei auf der Nexus. Die Ereignisse sind rasant eskaliert, aber wir glauben, dass es mit einem Feuer in der Hydrokulturen und einem Diebstahl in der Waffenkammer anfing. Es gab unterschiedliche Beweggründe für den Aufstand. Herdenverhalten spielt sicher eine Rolle, doch von Seiten der Anführer, darunter ihre Vorgängerin, der ehemalige Sicherheitsdirektorin Sloan Kelly, war es ein bewusster Verrat. Es gab einige oberflächliche Versuche, die Schäden zu katalogisieren und zu beheben, die Sloans Leute während des Aufstands verursacht haben. Gestohlene Vorräte, zerstörte Ausrüstung, solche Dinge. Aber ich hatte gehofft, dass die Miliz einen offiziellen Bericht anfertigen kann. Wenn wir überleben wollen, müssen wir wissen, womit wir noch arbeiten können. Direktor 10. Meine Leute müssen sich darauf konzentrieren, die Station zu verteidigen. Sie können keine Inventur machen, wenn sie wirklich auf die Überwachung durch die Miliz angewiesen sind, lasse ich Sergeant Nels einen Blick auf darauf werfen. Im Übrigen war ich der Meinung, dass die Exilanten eher Kalix-Leute waren als Sloans. War es nicht, der die Meuterei angezettelt hat? Calix Corvanis hat vielleicht damit angefangen, aber Sloan hat unmissverständlich klargestellt, wo ihre Loyalität liegt. Ich weiß, dass es eine hohe Meinung von ihnen hat, aber ich hoffe, sie können bei dieser Aufgabe objektiv bleiben. Ist nicht die, für die sie gehalten habe. Es wird keine Probleme geben. Gut, dann haben sie sich nichts dagegen, ein kleines und diskretes Aufklärungsteam loszuschicken, um herauszufinden, wo Sloan und die Exilanten sich aufhalten. Wenn wir die Kolonialsysteme zum Laufen gebracht haben, will ich keine Überraschung erleben. Es kann sein, dass Sloan die Frau ist, die wir in den Games Awards Gameplay gesehen haben, wo die Gesichtsanimation doch recht kritisiert wurde. Weitergeleitet Bericht von Aufklärungsteam 232. Die Spur ist kalt, wir haben verlassene Lager im Pfeifersystem gefunden, allerdings keine mit lebenden Bewohnern, nur Friedhöfe. Die Verführerin Irida befand sich unter den Toten, Dunkele jedoch nicht. Und das hat mir höchstwahrscheinlich einmal hin und her. Ansonsten ist hier hinten. Ah, ein Behälter. Ah, eine N7 Hurricane. Ich glaube, im Inventar kann ich mal vergleichen. Pistolen. Vergleich an. Was war? So, Vergleich M8. Moment. Also, Moment. Das müsste jetzt mit der Predator ultra selten. Das ist eher eine SMG als eine Pistole. Ich schau gerade mal im Vergleich aus. M3 Predator, so. Macht weniger Schaden, hat aber eine höhere Feuergeschwindigkeit, eine höhere Magazingröße, weniger Maximalmunition und geringe Präzision, aber das Gewicht ist gleich. Hä? Ach so, so. Das müsste jetzt die Predator sein. Oh, okay. Macht weniger Schaden, hat aber höhere Feuergeschwindigkeit, größeres Magazin, größere Munitionskapazität, geringe Präzision, aber ein höheres Gewicht. Ein höheres Gewicht ist schlecht für Biotik. Aber trotzdem. Ich glaube, ich werde die Hurricane über die Predator nehmen. Ich werde es einfach mal ausprobieren. Ansonsten Habe ich da unten nichts mehr gesehen, was wir machen können. Gehen wir mal hier rüber gerannt.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Vertrauen Sie mir jetzt etwa? Wird ja auch Zeit. Wird ja auch Zeit.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Treiben Sie keine Spielchen mit mir.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Oh, this.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Okay. Hier hinten geht's nicht weiter. Vielleicht irgendwann später. Jetzt gehe ich nochmal hier runter, weil ich überlege gerade. Okay. Weil ich gehe davon aus, dass ich hier mit dem Typen reden kann. Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Ihre Frau sagt, sie sind unschuldig.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Streit ist normal.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Oh. Dann war es keine Absicht.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Geben Sie nicht auf.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
So, Kandros von Hitler. Mit Kandros sprechen. Ist das nicht Kandros? Nee. Das ist der Typ, der hier hinten an dem Pult steht.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Mordfall.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Ist das nicht weit hergeholt?
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Okay, es gibt wohl nicht genügend Beweise, aber seine Verteidigung ist auch nicht wirklich stark. Und sie glauben ihn nicht?
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Wohlergehend, ja, Ansatz der Miliz. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
So, Konsole. Welche Konsole? Aufnahme, hier ist eine.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Okay. Wen abhalten? Schauen wir mal.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it.
Professor
You
Herrick.
must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Darf ich mitmachen? Was sind Ihre Spezialgebiete?
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay. Ich schau gerade mal, ob ich irgendwie das Quest auswählen, dass ich basierte Operation, Logbuch, Verbindung Heleuse Aufgaben, zusätzliche Aufgaben, abgeschlossene Mission, zusätzliche Aufgaben. Nächstes kennenlernen, nee, Logbuch, Heleuse Aufgaben. Achso. Basierte Operation. Codex. Ja, wir könnten mit dem Typen. Nee, das ist nicht der Typ. Schauen wir mal hier oben, Kolonialverwaltung. Hier oben ist irgendwas, glaube ich. Cassidy Shaw.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Waren Cat da?
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Hat Nilken es bedauert?
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Warum war der Chief schockiert?
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Also ich muss sagen, die Haare, die finde ich teilweise sehen nicht so gut aus. Also vorhin die blonde Frau, die halt wirklich blonde Haare hatte. Und hier dieses weiße Gekräusel mit dem pinken Sideburns. Naja, das ist die Meinung des Chiefs.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Danke.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Okay, mit Ten sprechen. Warte, schau mal, ist es hier oben? Sieht fast aus, als könnte ich hier mit Edison noch sprechen.
Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
Wichtig ist nur, dass er tot ist. Er wollte, dass ich Pathfinder werde.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Einblick in fremde Tech, Beziehung zu meinem Vater, Plan für Feindbegegnung, Scheitern der Außenposten.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The Initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Ich geh da mal.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the Initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Okay, wir werden wohl nicht so wirklich respektiert. Weil wir einfach ein Nobody sind, der halt noch nichts erreicht hat. Folgen Z halten. Ten sprechen. Ah, okay. Techniker in Schwierigkeit, Moment. Ist das der? Oder der hier? Ah.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Wieso paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Haben Sie das gemeldet?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Ja.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Das heißt Panel suchen und scannen. Ah, da ist eins.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Okay, das kennt man so ein bisschen aus Mass Effect 2, wo man in der Kasumi-Loyalitätsmission umherirrt. So, da ist eins.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Ansonsten, gibt's hier noch was?